Here's 5 herbs you can give your dogs and how they help them. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'm going to show you how your dog can be their own herbalist. Here, check this out. Now the very first one on the list is going to have to be chamomile. Now chamomile does the same thing for your dog that it does for us. So it can soothe an upset stomach, it helps to reduce anxiety. So during the times when there's fireworks or a lot of loud noises and the dog gets anxious, this helps for that. And it can help promote relaxation. So if they're coming back from the surgery or if they're injured, it can help them to relax a little bit more at ease. Now how would you give this to your dog? Well, they have chamomile capsules that you can purchase. You can also try to make it into a tea. Now most likely the dog isn't going to drink the water, so you would have to put it in some sort of a syringe or a dropper and feed it to him that way. But you can make a chamomile tea out of it and give it to your dog that way too. It's actually pretty easy. Next on the list is going to be peppermint. So if you have a gassy dog or a dog that's been upset, eats too much food, has an upset stomach, you can give them peppermint tea the same way, or you can give them a peppermint capsule. It can also help to reduce nausea. So if your dog is vomiting everywhere and has an issue keeping anything down, you can give them some peppermint, and that can help with that problem too. Now you would do it the same way you would do the chamomile. You can either make it into a tea. They do have peppermint capsules that you can use. Dip it in some peanut butter, give it to the dog, moving on. Number 3 on the list is ginger. If your dog gets sick during traveling, if you give them a little bit of ginger prior to the trip, like a half an hour before the trip, they are less likely to have an upset stomach. It can help to aid their digestive system again, so if they have gas or if they're bloated, you can give them some ginger to help alleviate that. But one of the coolest things about ginger is it's a very powerful anti-inflammatory herb. So if your dog ends up with like hip issues or has a lot of arthritic pain, you can give them some ginger, and that can even help with that too. Next on the list, you can't be talking about hip pain or joint pain or arthritis pain without talking about turmeric. Now when you give them turmeric, you want to make sure you're giving them turmeric with piperine. This is a great anti-inflammatory herb. It's a pain-relieving herb. It helps with dogs that have hip dysplasia or arthritic hips, or arthritic joints. But it can also help to boost your pup's immune system. They have antimicrobial properties, so it does kill off bacteria and viruses. So this isn't a bad herb to add to the diet if you're concerned about those types of things. Last up for today's list is one of my favorite herbs of all time. It's the dandelion, of course. Dandelion acts as a natural diuretic, so if your dog isn't passing enough urine, it can help them to relieve some urine or at least get rid of a lot of bloat and water weight. It helps to support liver and kidney health, so it can boost liver and kidney function and help detox your dog. And it helps to also make sure that they maintain a good digestive system, because dandelion is also a very good prebiotic as well. Pretty neat, huh? Now, if you'd like to see more along this series, or maybe something on your cats, let me know in the comment. If you've got a pet and you'd like to see what herbs are good for it, let me know. Now, if you stay tuned for this last second, you can see my dog acting as his own herbalist. He is eating an herb called goldenrod, and I kind of explain a little bit as to why he might possibly be eating it during the video. Here, check this out. So you know, your animals are actually pretty good herbalists too. What Morpheus is doing here is he's actually eating the goldenrod. He's eating the young goldenrod shoots. Now, goldenrod is really good for dogs. It can help with kidney issues. It can help with as a diuretic if they have UTIs. It's also antimicrobial, so if they have a fever. So for whatever reason, for about the last week or so, Morpheus has been eating the goldenrod shoots, and I certainly let him have at them. I know these aren't sprayed, so just make sure they're not sprayed.